Well, hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for showing up to this this virtual music therapy show is what we're calling it, and I'm definitely not a licensed music therapist. I'm here to play some music for you guys and just have a good time. You have to bear with me a little bit because even though I'm 26, I guess have the brain of an old person and don't really know how to work all of this technology. So it's something that has haunted me my entire life. So if we have some kind of issue we need to attend to, we'll attend to it and we'll just keep rolling. But so I'm just gonna get going here, and then I will, I'll play a couple songs. We'll take some questions. I actually have my dad over here in the corner, monitoring questions and stuff for me if I miss something, because you guys are going too fast or anything. Then he can shout it out to me. So anyway, again, thanks for being here, and let's just do it. Think of something when the time feels right. Ain't no use in throwing stones tonight. Never felt this way before, but I feel it now. I feel it now. Another year of this I should have known. Said being near me makes you feel alone. And you don't have to say it, it ain't hard to figure out. 'Cause I feel it now. A little fire, a little smoke. It's got me thinking about the words we wrote. Before the lying, before the pain. It's all the same, Lord, it's all the same thing. I know your words have got you feeling torn. In the same breath you make me feel so small. Go on and spit your gospel, I want to hear you sing it out, so you can feel it now. A little fire, a little smoke. It's got me thinking about the words we wrote. Before the lying, before the pain, it's all the same. Lord, it's all the same thing. Don't pull your punches, let it go. I wanna know there's nothing left unsaid before the dawn. A little fire, a little smoke. It's got me thinking about the words we wrote. Before the lying, before the pain, it's all the same. A little fire, a little smoke. It's got me thinking about the words we wrote. Before the lying, before the pain, it's all the same. Lord, it's all the same thing. Yeah, I got all the bad chords out of my system, I hope. Yeah. Well, thank y'all. Thank you so much. wasn't the best idea having my dad in the room. Well, that song was called Feel It Now. And been working on that song here in this studio, actually. I'm in a studio called Studio 101. That's here in my hometown. And we've been working on a record here for months now. And I am super, super excited to say that it is finally in the end stages. And I cannot wait to get that music out to you guys. But oh boy. Let's see. We got any questions over there yet? Not. Oh, Lord. Maybe. I don't know if high enough will work acoustically. Who knows? All right, y'all. I'm gonna play you another song here. This is a single I just released. You can find it on Spotify and everywhere else you get your music and everything. It's called Hell or High Water.
He hung around for a while, made a claim on a life he swore would never change. He watched it burn away. She didn't call for a while. He counted on time to do his thing. She watched him fade away. Blame your own decisions, you can blame it on a million things. Childhood is ended and you never got a chance to grieve. And he said, hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time, long, long time. Hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time. First you needed a break to loosen up, shake out his feet and start moving, or just keep moving. Then he needed some time to sort it out, draw a hard line to stand behind. Well, what do you believe in? 20 years comes and goes before you can even speak. Sometimes risking it all can feel like the safest thing. And he said, hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time, long, long time. Hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time. Now he's choking on his words, 'cause he finally heard that getting older is just another term for surviving. Hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time, long, long time. Hell or high water, I'll be running for a long, long time. shaking, hands are shaking. He begins to smile.
Thank you so much. Oh, how old was I? So that was our first question. Do you know who it's from, by any chance? That's okay. Well, I'll answer it anyway. So, first question. Harley Quinn Tiger. That's a username. Yeah, sure. So Harley Quinn Tiger wants to know how old I was when I first started playing. I was probably 13 or 14 when I joined, my first band, which was a kind of a funk blues band, just called Guthrie. I started out just singing in church and all that fun stuff just whenever I got a chance to be in front of people. But I picked up a guitar, I guess, maybe when I was 15, and it was actually, one of my first guitars was, my dad here owned a online consignment shop when that was still a thing that you could do. He would just sell things through eBay. People would bring him stuff and he'd sell it through eBay. And somebody brought him a guitar, I think it was an Alvarez, just a cheap Alvarez acoustic guitar. And I would hang out at his office, every now and again, and picked up that guitar and just kind of started fiddling with it. And eventually, it never sold, and the buyer didn't want it, and he gave it to me. So I started, picking around at guitar, and then my mom bought me my first electric guitar a little while after that. But I've always kind of gravitated towards acoustic. So I think I started playing when I was about 15, and then I started writing songs pretty much immediately after that. I mean, that's really my favorite thing to do. I am a singer, definitely, but songwriting is my passion. So yeah, that's kind of how I got started, when I got started. So another question, even though I'm an independent artist, would I ever sign with a major label? Yeah, I mean, if it was the right deal. I'm not like an anti-label person or anything like that. I've just been independent, since I started, and I don't think the right opportunity has come along yet for me to make the switch to a label. And if I found the right home on a label and I could still make the art I want to make, and have that kind of control there, and I would love to develop a relationship, with a really good label. There's a lot out there, a lot of really good independent labels. So, who knows? Who knows what's in the future? Andrew Jaleb, thank you for the donation, by the way. Can't wait for the new album to drop. Thank you. Next time you're in Richmond, Virginia, I'll be there. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, man. This next song is it's a song called That's All, and usually when I'm in front of an audience, I usually say something like this. I say, this song is called That's All, and the only thing I can really say about this song is if everything in your life has gone completely according to your plan, then this song is not for you. And usually in front of a live audience, that really does it. People really like it. So I'm gonna make this as awkward as possible for everyone involved.
know I missed your birthday. Wasn't it last Thursday? What you do? Yeah, they just keep coming, don't they? Yeah, still in Carolina. Mama's doing fine. She asked about you, and she still thinks I'm right for you. Yeah, I think that's funny too. 'Cause we had other plans, did what we had to do. Oh, but sometimes I wish that they had fallen through. Some nights I stop my fingers, some nights they just call to see how you are and what you found. Hear your voice, miss the sound. That's all. Well, I know it's been too long, and I don't want to keep you too long. Yes, I do, 'cause I could talk all night with you. That's the sound of the wipers. I'm driving and it's coming down real good, and I just passed that neighborhood. We had other plans, did what we had to do. Oh, but sometimes I wish that they had fallen through. Some nights I stop my fingers, some nights they just call, see how you are and what you found. Hear your voice, miss the sound. That's all. Well, I think about a change sometimes, think about a page sometimes, think about how you might have the wrong last name sometimes. But we had other plans, did what we had to do. Oh, but sometimes I wish that they had fallen through. Oh, some nights I stop my fingers, some nights they just call, see how you are and what you found. Hear your voice, miss the sound. That's all. That's all.
Thank you so much. Got a question? If I could write a song with anyone, who would be like my dream co-writing partner? You know, I think that probably changes a lot, but honestly, I've just been so enamored with Brandi Carlile recently, and she posted something today on Instagram that was just like one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard. But I would really, really like to work with her at some point. That would be incredible. So yeah, I'll say Brandi Carlile for now. No, Rhett, I don't have tabs for that song. Thanks for watching, Rhett, even though I'm messing up chords and stuff. I don't have you by my side. That's what I should have had you right here, and I could, we could make fun of each other. That's our usual thing. I have no idea how to work this. Allison says, thank you for doing this show and for my music. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sitting through the awkwardness. UV777GR. Hi from Nashville. Thanks for taking us all on the journey through your creative process. I appreciate that. Thank you for going on the journey with me. Oh, yeah, I probably do. Right. Of course. I'll try to stay here. So everyone can hear me. Yeah, I know. I trail off. I started this live stream just to show you all my faults. That's really all we're going to do here tonight. Make you feel better about being trapped in your houses. Can I play Tillett Thunders? I can sure try. It's been a while, but I can try. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. So this is a request here for one of my songs. This is off my most recent record called The Valley, which you can also find on Spotify and everywhere else. And this song's called Tillett Thunders, and I wrote this song a few years ago, and when I wrote it, I was in the middle of having some pretty bad writer's block, and I had a good verse and chorus kind of thing going, but I didn't have the ending to the chorus that I needed. I didn't have the right line to kind of tie it up, and I called my dad here, and we were talking, and he was telling me about his childhood growing up. He grew up on a farm, and on that farm there was this pond, and around the pond were these big snapping turtles that were very mean. And my dad told me that when he was a kid, he wanted to play with these turtles and stuff and take them in the house. And my grandma, to keep him from playing with them, told him this phrase that I'd never heard before. And the phrase is, if you get your finger caught in a snapping turtle's mouth, it won't let go until it thunders. And, this song just kind of... I stole that line because I thought it was kind of cute, and I put it in the chorus, and it just kind of tied it all together for me. But it's not about turtles or anything. It's just a love song that I guess I can thank my dad for that line for, or my grandma, really. Yeah. When I get one, I'll let you know. I haven't played this in a while, so let's see what happens.
I buy things when you're gone to fill up space and hang on walls, 'cause my voice rings too loud in these empty halls. I buy things when you're gone. I play our song when I'm alone and shift my feet on every note. And we don't dance too well. If we could, we dance slow. If we could dance, we dance slow. Darling, I must confess, the flowers on your dress got a hold on me. Ooh, and when all of our friends grown up and left, baby, hold on me. 'Cause we've got some time, and I've got your finger, and I won't let go until it thunders. And you can't put your dream on hold. Take it from a man who knows. But you said you're moving out, you're moving down to the coast, 'cause you can't put your dreams on hold. And darling, I must confess, the flowers on your dress got a hold on me. Ooh, and when all of our friends grown up and left, baby, hold on me. 'Cause we've got some time, and I've got your finger, and I won't let go until it thunders. Oh, ooh, oh no. Darling, I must confess, the flowers on your dress got a hold on me. Ooh, and when we've outgrown these threads, grown up and left, baby, hold on me. 'Cause we've got some time, and I've got your finger, and I won't let go until it thunders. Thank you all. I think I can get to it. Let's see. What? Yeah. Man, so this really isn't a question, but I just wanted to highlight this because it kind of warms my heart. Get your name right. Hold on. Like Jade says, I'm a firefighter paramedic in Wausau, Wisconsin. And it's been a stressful time with the virus spreading, but your music and this show really helps to relax me. P.S. I got all the guys in my station watching. Wow. No, that's really cool. That's really, really awesome. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible. Thank you for the work you do. Everybody, if you get a chance, please thank first responders. You know, if you actually get to see them, you know, if you know any nurses or doctors or anyone in the hospital system, please take a chance and thank them for the work they do. They are really on the front lines of this thing. So, yeah, very, very thankful. My heart goes out to all of you. I know I have a request up there for me to play closer, but you got to understand it would be a train wreck that no one wants to see, and I apologize, but it's been so long.
What was the first song I wrote? I think the first song I ever wrote was a song that I called Chicken Little. Or no, The Sky Is Falling. That's what it was. I wrote... My girlfriend's in the other room blowing me kisses, so that's good. I wrote this song. I wrote that song called "The Sky Is Falling" to try and to sway my girlfriend back in the days, and it worked. So here we are. Man, I wish I could pull that one out. I have no idea how to play that one anymore. So guys, I'm going to tune up here for a second, and I'm going to play a new song for you guys. This is a song that we've been playing live with the band when we were still touring. And it's become one of my favorites out of the new stuff. I'm going to try to play a lot of new stuff for you guys tonight, stuff that's going to be on the new record. Just so you can kind of get a little taste, a little feel for it. Oh, and I also want to take a second and thank anyone that has been kind of following along, either on my YouTube channel or even Rhett's YouTube channel. If you've been following along with us making this record, you know, we've been making those vlogs and stuff. It's really cool to get your kind of instant feedback and stuff for these songs, and that's not usually something that. You know, that's a scary thing for a songwriter, I think, to show that process all the time. But it's really, it's been a really cool thing, and I'm happy that you guys seem to enjoy it, because I enjoy making it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you. This next song is called "When You Go." Came alive when I saw you, like a light that we lived through time and again. Fell apart when we came to. Had the world by the tail, we let it run off again. Where was I? Come the sunrise, when the light from your window crept onto the bed, all alone in a wasteland. Ain't no room for the two of us inside of my head. When you go, I'll send away as the season turns colder. I'm waiting for something to break. Of these memories, the love that we tried to change. Came alive when I saw you, and you said that you loved me without a regret. Can you truthfully say now, after all we've been through, you do it over again?
I'm rid of these memories, the love that we tried to change. When you go, I'll send you away, 'cause I can't be the man that you need. No, I can't be the man that can make you stay.
You said Cecile? Cecile from Norway. I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. Wants to know if I have a special catchphrase or something. And I don't know that I have one specifically, but one that comes to mind is something my grandpa used to always say when the going got tough, basically, and that is "hang in there like a rusty fish hook." It's a very sophisticated phrase, super classy, but no, that's always been one. I think that I've always kind of lived by, and a lot of my family members have lived by something from John, my grandpa John. There's boy. You guys are just. I have a couple watchers that know all of my really, really old songs that I never play anymore and are gonna completely screw me up tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I mean, it makes me happy that some people know a lot of my old stuff. That's fantastic. I wish I could fulfill that for you. I feel terrible. I'm not. Should I repeat that? Yeah. Rhett, I know your favorite phrase, and you didn't finish the phrase because you can't say it online, but it's "I'll be dipped." You're right. It's a great one. I'm gonna play a cover song. I'm gonna play a cover song for you guys. And I'm gonna do that as soon as I tune again. So guys, this is a song that has been very popular on the channel and very popular live. And I usually do it full band, but obviously I don't have full band with me, so I'm going to play the acoustic version. And this is a song that I originally started singing when I was on a TV show called America's Got Talent, which was crazy to think. How many was that? 2 years ago now? That's insane. Almost 2 years ago. That's crazy. But I was on America's Got Talent, and this is after I was dramatically stopped through my first song that I was playing by Simon. He dramatically stopped me, which, spoiler alert, he didn't actually do that. Can they come after me for that? Oh no, who knows? No, they can't. He didn't actually do it. It was the magic of editing. Anyway, so basically I played 2 songs for him. This was the second one I played. Which I am glad they asked for another song, because the first one I was playing, I don't think I wasn't in it, but this one really went over well, and been playing it ever since, and it just happens to be one of my favorite songs anyway.
I've been run down, I've been lied to, and I don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. She took all my money and wrecked my new car. Now she's with one of my good time buddies. They're drinking in some crosstown bar. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, it feels like I'm dying. Ooh, my friends tell me that I've been such a fool, and I have to stand by and take it, baby. Oh, for loving you, drown myself in sorrow when I look at what you've done. But nothing seems to change, bad times stay the same, and I can't go on. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, it feels like I'm dying. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post, tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, it feels like I'm dying.
Thank y'all. Thanks for letting me scream at you for a minute. So we got people tuning in on Instagram as well, and I actually asked yesterday if you wanted to send in your questions through stories. I would answer them on the air. On the air sounds funny. So I'm going to do a little bit of that just so I can be a little fair. Let's see. Here's one. Any tips for beginner singer-songwriters / guitarists? Love your work. Thank you. Well, my first tip would be practice a lot, and kind of find your own form of practicing. But as far as songwriting goes, obviously, like I'm still trying to figure it out, and I'm still trying to learn and figure new stuff out every day. But if you're just getting into it, I would definitely listen to whoever your favorite artists are, and I mean really listen to them, dive very deep into their catalog, and just kind of pull out the songs that make you feel, there's no other way to say this than it sounded very cheesy, but just pull out the songs that make you feel special when you hear them, and really try to figure out why they make you feel that way. That's what I did when I was a kid, and just writing in my bedroom and stuff, and I'd listen to music and be inspired by it, and then try to figure out a way to write a song that gave me the same feeling I got when I listened to that song. And I know you're probably looking for more technical tips, but for me, music is all about feeling. You know, if I can't convey the right emotion through the song that I write and make people feel something like in their chest, then I don't think I'm doing my job right. So, you know, figure out how to kind of get in tune with music that way, and you know, really listen a lot and take the ideas that you hear and run with them, you know. And then really, another thing is to kind of figure out what is unique about you or about your songwriting. You know, for me, you know, my voice has always kind of stood out, and you know, I've tried to use that and you know, not just be a singer, but use my voice in a way to really convey that emotion, you know, like really use my voice to take the listener there with me, is what I'm trying to do. Doesn't always work, but that's what I'm trying to do. So figure out what is unique about you. Maybe it's your guitar playing, maybe it's your singing, maybe it's your writing in general. Maybe you write about really far out stuff, and that's really cool. But you know, just figure out what's unique and kind of build on that. So that's a very long-winded answer, but you know, hopefully you can draw something from that. Do it a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. How many songs should we expect on the new album? I think 11. I'm pretty sure 10 or 11, but I'm pretty sure 11. Unless I get a wild hair and bug my brother to record some more stuff, in which he is probably going to give me a bad finger behind the glass. Oh no, you're into it? You want to record more stuff? Well, we could. For New Beginning? So Dad said someone wants to know what the inspiration for one of my songs called New Beginning is. And really the story behind that song, I wrote that song with a guy named Matt Wirtz, who's an incredible singer-songwriter. Definitely check him out. And we wrote that song the day after the Boston Marathon bombings happened. And it was really, you know, we sat down and we were very angry, and we wanted to write a kind of a, you know, pissed off song. We were mad, so we wanted to get an angry song out of it. And what we came out with was a very, like, you know, uplifting song that's kind of more about unity and coming together after a tragedy. And yeah, I don't, you know, I haven't played that in a while, but maybe I could do that. New Beginning is off of my first record. That record's called Among the Wildest Things. Recorded that with Mr. Rick Beato in Georgia. Sorry, y'all, my guitar is giving me a little bit of fits. So I guess I'll try New Beginning. We'll see what happens here too.
Lately on, I can see it's the wreckage you left when you fled the sea. Smoke and fire, darker than me. The city I knew that you stole from me. Staining all our memories. see one true light, so the storm will cease. But we fall apart so easily. I need someone to save me. Please tell me there's a new beginning, coming up with the sunrise, holding out for a happy ending, and it's gonna be alright. Oh, 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 oh. Please tell me there's a new beginning, and it's gonna be alright. Ooh, oh no. Someday we'll be closer to loving each other the way that it should be. Oh, the streets that divide us will join and unite us. Gotta believe. Oh, please tell me there's a new beginning, coming up with a sunrise, holding out for a happy ending, and it's gonna be alright. Please tell me there's a new beginning, coming up with a sunrise, holding out for a happy ending, and it's gonna be alright. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. Please tell me there's a new beginning, and it's gonna be alright.
What? German fans watching at 2 a.m. I love you. Oh, you saw me in Hamburg. That's fantastic. You know, I often get the question. In fact, I think one of the questions in the Instagram pool is, you know, is there a difference between American shows and European shows? And there is. You know, they're both fantastic. I really, really love playing in Europe. I've played in Germany and the Netherlands and Spain and England, yeah, but where else? Or is that Switzerland? So I've played quite a few shows in Europe, and you guys are always so good to us, and the venues there are always top-notch. The sound is always great. And everyone is just super respectful, a lot like the States. And you know, it's really a privileged thing that I get to go over there and you know, do what I love and share music with people here and people over there. And you know, it is one of my favorite things, though, going to Germany especially. I think Germany a long time ago, you know, was super nice to us, and we always kind of, we feel at home there, but also in the Netherlands as well. So yeah, Europe is fantastic. Thank you to those fans at 2 a.m. right now watching me. That's incredible. I can't say I would stay up that late for this. Who knows? Yes. Let me see if I'm missing anything here. Ooh, you know what? We'll play you guys another new one. And this is a song that I wrote with a very good friend of mine. Her name is Maya Sharp. She is just an incredible songwriter, and you know, I've said this to a couple people now, but when you find those people that that you write with, and I do a lot of co-writing, I do a lot of solo writing as well, but co-writing is a really fun thing to do, and you meet new people, and you find new ideas and stuff. And I met Maya last year, and we got paired up for a co-write, and it was just a fantastic experience. I think she, when you find those people that can really pull out the best out of you, it's really special. So I'm very happy to be working with her. And this is a song we wrote together. This is called Things to Fix.
Table and the back door latch, cabinet with a worn-out catch, picture frame doesn't hold the nail. And there's water underneath the floor, window won't quite shut no more. The middle drawer's riding off the rail. There ain't enough hours in the day. Patch it up, dust it off, make it all okay. What I should have said, what I should have done. I keep skipping over number one on my list of things to fix. Give these faded walls a coat, clean around that folded note. Finally go out and get a ring for that key that I can never find. You blame it on my drifting mind, but I can't seem to hold on to a thing. I work on something till it shines like new. Oh, but I could never bring myself to shine for you. What I should have said, what I should have done. I keep skipping over number one on my list of things to fix. Oh, every time the second hand ticks, I think of something else I might have missed, and the list is getting longer, and I'm running out of breath, but I can't face it yet. What I should have said, what I should have done. I'm still skipping over number one on my list of things to fix.
Thank you. Rhett, you like that song? Yeah, it's a good song. I really should have had Rhett here. I like that song. Oh. Let me double check these Instagram questions again. Where's the dumpster guitar? The dumpster guitar's over here. I'm going to play it in just a little bit. For those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about when I say dumpster guitar, in my last video I just put out a few days ago, you can head over to the video section and watch it, but I played a brand new song, and I used what I call the dumpster guitar, and that is because it's a classical guitar, just an old beat up Yamaha guitar that the studio here literally found in a dumpster. But it's one of my favorite guitars that I've ever played. And I don't know why. I don't know, it just feels good. So we'll get to the dumpster guitar. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Somebody said, once the quarantine ends, they'll pay me in cheese curds to come back to Marshfield, Wisconsin. I would go back to Marshfield, Wisconsin without cheese curds, but that isn't true. I definitely need some cheese curds, actually. I bought some cheese curds at Aldi the other day, and yeah, they're squeaky. They squeak. All right, somebody on Instagram here. They squeak. They do. Yeah. That's my brother Ian, everybody. He's in the other room. You will, Rhett. We all love cheese, man. Okay, somebody on Instagram asked me, vocally, are there any differences between singing live and in the studio? And for me, yes. When I'm singing live, I find that I sing a lot harder. Which is not necessarily a good thing, but I do. It's one of those things. Once you step on stage, your adrenaline starts pumping, and you sing harder and louder. And I'm already pretty loud, so it can get kind of ear-splitting sometimes. But it also comes with some good stuff like that energy, and it keeps you awake and keeps you focused on what you're doing. But in the studio. I really am trying to sing. You're trying to get the best take possible, so you're trying to sing very, much more controlled, and you're also doing it several times through, and it really, in the studio, it's just repetition and, figuring out the best melody that you can come up with, and just nailing the melody. So, yeah, there are some differences for sure. My favorite bird... Yeah, Idaho Mama, my favorite bird, and it's probably an unremarkable answer, but my favorite bird is the Carolina chickadee. I really, really love it. It is, my dad is laughing at me. Rhett is probably also laughing at me. Rhett makes fun of me for liking birds. Y'all jump on him about that. My favorite bird right now is the Carolina chickadee, and it's because it's cute as a button. And there you have it, everyone. Oh, man. And you know what? I'm going to make a suggestion. To anybody, you don't even have to be a bird nut. Just download an app called Merlin Bird ID, and it'll change your life. It'll make you so enthusiastic about birds. It's so much fun. So just that's my shameless plug. Do some buzz marketing for Merlin Bird ID. Yeah, I can only be a bird fanatic in country music or Americana music. She probably does. Everybody likes birds. Well, that's not true. Rhett doesn't like birds. Oh, jeez. What does he say? Birds are fine. Your obsession with them. My obsession with birds is perfectly healthy, Rhett. Perfectly healthy, I say. All right. All right, so I'm going to play, this is a song off of the new record, and we've been playing it live for a while, and I wrote it with a really great songwriter named Bonnie Baker in Nashville, and this song is a song called Welcome the Stranger, and we wrote this song pretty much right in the middle of when the, I guess the border crisis was happening, still is happening, by the way. Just want to get that out there. There are, let's just say it. There are still, just so everyone knows, right now, we're all in our homes and that it does suck. But this virus, this pandemic is going around, and there are still kids in cages at our southern border, and it's just something that I felt very strongly about, and I'm not trying to get on a soapbox, honestly, I'm not. But this song I wrote to kind of, to cope with what was going on, and you know, I would point you to Raíces, Texas, if you want to do something, look them up, and you know, maybe donate or do whatever you can. But it is still a crisis down there, and people are being treated in inhumane ways, and I don't think it's okay. So I wrote this song with Bonnie, and it's all it is about is welcoming the stranger. That's it. That's all it's about.
We've all stood at the edge, feeling hopeless, and then we feel it hit like a wall that separates the good in us. I feel the weight of it. The sun is lost in the shadows, and the truth is lost in the dark. When lies cover up what matters, what we do is who we are. What we do is who we are. Welcome the stranger. I'll be 2 steps forward when you fall back, your glass of water when your lips crack. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to stay alive. I won't look away, nowhere to hide. Welcome the stranger. I fight with a bitterness, heaven help me, 'cause I don't always win. My heart doesn't always fit the insanity. I'm not okay with it. The sun is lost in the shadows, and the truth is lost in the dark. When lies cover up what matters, what we do is who we are. Welcome the stranger. I'll be 2 steps forward when you fall back, your glass of water when your lips crack. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to stay alive. I won't look away, nowhere to hide. Welcome the stranger. How can I change the world in front of me when the words don't ever stop? Like 2 souls are lost on either side of a door that's always locked. Welcome the stranger. I'll be 2 steps forward when you fall back, your glass of water when your lips crack. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to stay alive. I won't look away, nowhere to hide. Welcome the stranger. Welcome the stranger. Welcome the stranger.
So that's called Welcome the Stranger. Thank you all. No. Wow, that's... Got time for a few more, probably? What do you do to break out of a songwriting rut? Well, it depends on if the rut is that you're stuck in the same kind of songwriting, change up your musical listening habits. Or sometimes I find that completely doing the complete opposite and isolating myself for a little while, just, a little more silence, and that seems to help. Maybe reading a few books always helps, honestly. But if it's like a writer's block type thing, honestly, a lot of the same tips. Maybe put the guitar down for a little bit, or stop singing, or however you create. But put it down for a minute, step aside. Make sure you're not trying too hard, because that's how it always screws me up. I get in my own head, and I try too hard to make something work that just isn't vibing, and it's not the right thing. So when I make sure nowadays, I really make sure that even when I'm in a really creative period, which I have been for a while now, and that has been really great. But even when I'm in a really creative period, I make sure to take time to stop and smell the roses, as they say. Like, really go outside. Well, not now. Don't go outside. It's dangerous. Going outside's not dangerous. Just don't like touch people, or wash your hands. Anyway, I'm gonna move past that. But really, making sure that you take the breaks you need for your brain to observe new things, because that's the thing. Like, if I'm in a songwriting rut where I'm not writing anything, or I'm just not producing stuff that I think is quality work, every time I take a break and just kind of relax, read a book, watch a movie, do something to kind of activate a different part of your creative part of your brain, I guess. None of that makes sense, but just take the breaks. Make sure you're taking in things so that you can actually form new ideas. And again, that's a very roundabout answer, but a couple people want to know about my guitar. So my guitars, this acoustic guitar and this acoustic guitar, these are both called Lichty. Lichty is a acoustic guitar brand made in Tryon, North Carolina, which is just about 30 minutes up the road from me. And I met the luthier there, whose name is Jay Lichty, and I met him a few years ago. And he had just started, really, and I say just started. He had like 50 guitars already made that he makes by hand in his workshop, and it's still that way. But they're all just handcrafted with love and beautiful instruments. I think he's making fiddles now too, some arch tops. But they're just incredible instruments, and I had him make this one for me after my time on Glee, and I came home and I just needed a change. I wanted a new guitar, so I had him make this one for me. So this is kind of a custom build, and it's for you guitar nerds out there. What we have here, it's Carpathian spruce top, and the back is kind of where it really shines. It's a Cocobolo back and sides. Really, really beautiful guitar, and it's funny, if you get it in the sunlight, it kind of turns purple a little bit, and it's really nice. But I definitely recommend them if you are a serious acoustic guitar player and you're looking for a really nice high-end guitar. Look up Lichty. They're fantastic. That's Lichty. Wasn't going. Rhett, you don't touch me. This is so off the rails. want to be real brave. All right, guys, I'm gonna try a song for you guys that is very special to me, and technically, you're the first audience that will have ever heard this song in a somewhat live setting. And there's a little bit of a story to it, so I apologize if it's a little long-winded, but it's important. It's important to me. So a few Christmases ago, about 2 Christmases ago, I think, I was hanging out with one of my grandmas, or as I call her, Meemaw. I was hanging out with Meemaw, and just kind of, trading stories back and forth, and, she has always been a singer. I've always heard her sing around her home and stuff, but, just for lack of a better term, grandma stuff, old hymns and stuff like that, which are great, but that's all I ever heard her sing. And I was talking to her, and we were talking about, my own music, and she brought up to me out of nowhere that back in the 70s, she wrote a handful of really sad country ballads, and they all kind of had to do with her divorce from my granddad at the time. And it was a pretty ugly divorce, and she wrote these songs, and no one ever told me about them. And they are, she wrote, I think, 5 or 6 altogether, and she recorded them with a band made mostly of her brothers, and, a drummer and a fiddle player. And she recorded them to a cassette tape. And that was kind of the end of it. She basically wrote down everything she was going through, put it on a cassette tape, and that was the end of it, and they were in a closet. And I said, if you ever find that tape, I would love to hear that, because I'd never heard that side of my grandma. And I pulled out of the driveway. I was heading towards home. This was in Alabama. And I was heading toward home, and I got a phone call about 15 minutes after I left, and she said, I found the tape, so if you want to come back and get it, you can. If not, I'll mail it to you. And I said, of course I'm going to go get it. So I went, got the cassette tape, and I was so excited. Not because I thought they were going to be like gold or anything, but just because it's a thing that was very important to my grandma, and I wanted to kind of eavesdrop on it a little bit. And she gave me the tape. I got home. I will admit I had to order a cassette player because I did not have one. So I ordered a cheap one off Amazon and put the tape in, press play, and the first thing I heard, sadly, was a taped-over version of Jesus Christ Superstar, which was great, but not my grandma's songs that I wanted to hear, and I was really bummed. And I kind of scrubbed through the tape a little bit more, and it stopped abruptly, and then immediately picked up in this real crackly, just kind of haunting ballad showed up, and there was this voice that sounded so familiar, but in a completely different way, and it was my grandma's voice. And it was this song I'm about to play for you, and honestly, just thinking about it kind of gets me a little teary-eyed, but I listened to these songs, and I sat there, and I just wept. I wept because I was in awe of how good these songs were, and no one ever told me about them. And it was a really, really special moment. But it was a really special moment, and this is the first song that I heard on that tape, and it stuck with me ever since. And I am going to be remaking these songs and doing something with them. I haven't quite nailed down all the specifics yet, so be on the lookout for that. My grandmother's name is Emma Jean, and this is a song written by Emma Jean Weiser. So I'm gonna give it a shot. It's quite sad, but I really, really love it. And there was no specific name on the tape for what it was, so I kind of picked a name for it and ran it by her, and she said it was a good one. So this is it's called Secret Places.
You asked me to bear with you, and that's what I've done. But I can't bear it any longer. You must choose the one. I've waited so long now, and I think you should know I don't believe it would hurt so much if you want to go. I don't mean to be hasty, I don't mean to shove, but I don't want your pity if I can't have your love. I can't bear it to know you are slipping around, meeting her in secret places just outside of town. You make your decision, be sure that you know she's worth leaving the children, for they love you so. Her kids are all grown now, they won't shed a tear, but your babies love daddy, and they want him here. I don't mean to be hasty, I don't mean to shove, but I don't want your pity if I can't have your love. I can't bear it to know you are slipping around, meeting her secret places just outside of town. To be hasty, I don't mean to shove, but I don't want your pity if I can't have your love. I can't bear it to know you are slipping around, meeting her in secret places just outside of town. Meeting her in secret places just outside of town.
So that's for Imogene. That's for my Meemaw. I'm gonna do something with all those songs. I can't wait for you guys to hear them. They're incredible. They, I never knew, like, Dad, you're a singer, and Lori's a singer, and music has always been on your side of the family and stuff, and then I heard these songs, and I think I kind of figured out, like, where, combined with you as well, but, like, where the songwriting gene came from. So that was a very special moment for me. And I can't wait to explore them further and get them to you guys. And my goal with the whole thing, my goal is to get to hand my 87-year-old grandma a Spotify check at some point, because that just sounds great. So hopefully that can happen sometime. We got any questions or anything? All right, yeah, we probably should. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'll play probably like 2 more for you. Let's see. Can I play any other instruments? Really, not really at the moment, and that kind of makes me sad. I really want to learn to play piano. I did play trumpet when I was in middle school and high school, and I was actually pretty good at trumpet, and I wish that I hadn't put it down to get a MacBook. But you know what? That MacBook started my YouTube channel all those years ago, so I guess I should have done it. But I really miss my trumpet, so who knows? Maybe I'll pick up trumpet again. Here she is, the dumpster guitar. Look at it. It's just an old Yamaha. It's nothing special really, but I love it. So I'm gonna try a. This is a really brand new song, and if you saw my most recent video, you probably heard this one if you watched all the way to the end. And this is a song written about my home. I wrote this after I went on a hike at a place called Blue Wall Preserve, and again, just right up the road from me. And I've probably been posting too many pictures from hiking there, but it's been my favorite, like, easy getaway retreat to go and, like, clear my head. And first time I went there, the name Blue Wall stuck out to me, and basically all it is when the Cherokee lived there, they named that place Blue Wall because if you go there, there's a big pond, and at the pond, when you're standing at it, if you look up, the Blue Ridge Mountains are just like encasing you basically in a big bowl, but it looks like a giant blue wall. So I've grown up around the Blue Ridge Mountains my entire life, and I've always wanted to write a song that could be kind of a love letter to those mountains and to my hometown, Greer. So there's some references in this song that maybe are just for me, but you know, hopefully they speak to you too. This is a song called Blue Wall.
Well, I grew up looking at the Blue Ridge Line and the ancient hills of the Iroquois. Long ago in a valley where the mountains stood tall, they made their home in the shadow of a blue wall. Well, time rolled on with earth and sky. A train brought work and a highway brought life. In a tiny mill town looking up at it all, a handful of proud people at the bottom of a blue. Well, talent, he's looking for time to steal, to head down River Falls Road with a riding reel. Waist deep in the river, heard a bluebird call. Ain't nothing as sweet as the water at the Blue Wall. CJ works hard, never gets too far. Spent 5 weeks' pay on his pony car. Come Saturday night when that green light falls, you're gonna hear the beast screaming in every county of the Blue Wall. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, Ronnie said, baby, I'll be home real soon. And then they'll all be looking at a bridegroom. We'll gather up the family later in the fall, 'cause we're gonna get married on top of that blue wall. I can't dream so big in a town this small. Anna Grace said as she flipped him off, got a razor sharp wit, head full of songs. Gonna follow my heart and make it over that blue wall. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. These days I'm looking for time to steal. Leave the road behind and the bright lights at my heels. When my body's worn out, my ghost is gone. Won't you carry my bones to the bottom of a blue wall? When my body's worn out, my ghost is gone. Won't you lay me down easy at the bottom of the blue wall? Thank y'all.
All right. I don't know how to slip that one in. Do I? Well, it is. Yeah, no, it is. If you're wondering whose signature this is, it's Mr. Willie Nelson's signature on this guitar, and it's something that makes me extremely happy every time I see it. I got to open a few shows for him last year, and it really was a dream come true. And he signed my guitar. He did sign it upside down, which is totally fine, because now I can read it. But you know, he's Willie Nelson; he can do whatever he wants. And he let me open up for him, and I even got to sing with him. And that was truly one of the best things I've ever experienced. So guys, I'm gonna tune this up, and I think this is gonna be my last song for y'all tonight. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, anyone that gave me some donations here. Thank you. That really means the world to me. It's not why we did it. We did it just to connect with you guys. And you know, right now we're going through a very strange thing, and it has been very difficult for a lot of people. And there are a lot of musicians out there right now who are really getting hurt by it. And you know, we're hoping in the next month or so, hopefully everything can stay booked as it is. We'll of course let you know if anything changes. But we're hanging in there. Everybody hanging there like a rusty fish hook, like my grandpa John said. But really, you know, keep doing the social distancing. Wash your hands. And you know, just be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. And we'll get through this thing. It's gonna be great when we get out of it. This last song, this is a brand new song. It's on the new record. And I wrote this song to kind of remind myself of all the really, really great things that I have going on in my life. And mainly, you know, if you're in love with somebody, this is kind of a song for you. I'm very in love with someone, and it is it is definitely the best part of my life, and it's one of those things that anytime the news really gets me down, I try to remember that you can put your phone down, you can turn the TV off, you can turn the radio off, and just kind of focus on what you really love and what really matters in life. And this song is about that. And I hope it makes you guys feel good, wherever you are right now. It's a song called Only Light I Need. Wait for it. Yeah. Okay.
Honey, turn off the news. All it does is break glass and cut my ears. I don't want to hear it anymore. If you don't want to hear it anymore, I'm taking signals from you. Let's make a getaway fast so no one hears. I don't want to be here anymore. If you don't want to be here anymore, 'cause the rain's relentless, or so it seems. And all the fighting senseless, turning friends to enemies. We're looking for the sunshine, buried in the headlines. 'Cause honey, you're the only light I need. So can we just slow down and let the candle burn out? 'Cause honey, you're the only light I need. Baby, let's get lost. Just take a deep breath and close our eyes. We've been standing in the smoke so long, standing in the smoke so long, and the fire's relentless, or so it seems. Maybe these burning bridges are just setting us free. We're looking for the sunshine, buried in the headlines. But honey, you're the only light I need. So can we just slow down and let the candle burn out? 'Cause honey, you're the only light I need. Ooh. Looking for the sunshine, buried in the headlines. But honey, you're the only light I need. So can we just slow down and let the candle burn out? 'Cause honey, you're the only light I need. Honey, you're the only light I need. Oh, honey, you're the only light I need. Oh, honey, you're the only light I need.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much. Do what? I don't know. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for putting up with all the awkwardness in my first real heavy live stream like this. I want to thank everybody on Instagram. Thank you so much. Hope to do this again. Also, I do want to thank Studio 101 for hosting me tonight. My brother Ian back there doing the mixing. So if it sounded pretty, it's because of him, not me. But no, really, Studio 101 has been a good home for us making this next record. If you're in the upstate or anything and you're looking for a killer studio, you really could do some wonders here with my good brother Ian and his buddy Brad. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I love you so much. Please take care of yourselves, and we will do this again soon. We'll do this again very soon. Hope to get back out on the road, play for you in person. Anyway, I love you. You guys have a good night. Signing off.